Hi there. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned that there isn't one of the government departments that's functional. Sorry, I was wrong. Caton McKenzie is in charge of sports, arts, and culture, and they definitely are working. They're extremely functional. They change names of towns. And that, of course, changed everything for the voter. It gives him a better income. It gives him a better service delivery. It gives him a higher pension. It gives him a better state government supported medical service. It gives him water. It gives him electricity. It takes away the potholes. That magic thing. If you change the name, everything goes better. So congratulations, ANC. I was wrong. There is one State Department functional. I decided to do some research on the costs involved on these name changes. I was expecting about 100 million, maybe, you know, why not? 100 million is a lot of money. And of course, if you think about it, name boards, new polls, changed all the maps, international maps, all those things. It will cost a lot of money. But of course, if you look at the amount that is actually spent, not allocated, spent, then you know, in this case, 1 and 1 does not add up to 2. In my shock, this all started because Graaf Reinet is now Robert Sobukwe. And he will turn in his grave if he hear that pothole filled hellhole in the middle of nowhere has been named after him, where there's no services, where the municipality is stealing, and where the local government is stealing. And already in 3 days, there was 10 million spent on this project. Then I started my research. I was so shocked. Pretoria changed 27 street names. 800 million rand to change 27 street names. I couldn't believe it. I had to research my facts over and over. Sorry, it's a fact. Now, if Pretoria, where there's a lot of unemployment and poverty and potholes, and the whole street is graveyards look better than Pretoria. If you take 300 people and you employ them at the municipality to fix potholes and cut the lawns, just that, you can pay them 10,000 rand a month for over 20 years. And you will still have change left. 157 million for Gqeberha. Now, the best part of all, Port Elizabeth, because our name was Ipaya. They didn't even want Gqeberha. But of course, the upstairs people don't listen to the voters. Billions go on to name changes. And that isn't changing the conditions for one single person in South Africa, except for the ANC cadre who suddenly becomes another billionaire or millionaire out of a new contract. Because the maths and the logic doesn't make sense. Now I'm talking to the voter, but I'm talking to a specific voter. Listen carefully, a specific voter. One that has a brain. One that can think. One that maybe got more than 30% for all his subjects at school. So if you see yourself as intelligent or rather intelligent, or maybe a graduate from a university or a qualified artisan, let's look at plumbers and carpenters and electricians. You have to have a brain to do that job. A welder, let's put it that way. To cut the lawn, you need a brain. So I'm talking to people with brains. If you're brain dead, if you're zombie, if you're completely stupid, I'm not talking to you. So don't worry, scroll on. But to those that I'm talking to, if you think that the ANC government cared about you, then you are completely idiotic. Then you must scroll on, because they don't care. Caring is not changing a name. Caring is giving you services. Caring is fixing your roads. Caring is creating jobs. How many jobs could have been created for the cost of name change? It's a null and void exercise. Have you ever had the guy at work that does nothing and the boss can see nothing wrong with that? And you get so upset because everybody can see he's doing nothing, but the boss don't see it. The voter, if you're the voter, you are the boss. Fact. You think you haven't got a job. You're sitting unemployed at home. You're the boss. That little cross that you draw on the ballot paper makes you the boss. Now, why do you keep on paying the guy that doesn't work? Why don't you pay the guy that works? Would you rather have employment? Would you rather have peace? Would you rather have a functional police force? A functional hospital? A functional clinic? A functional school? As an ex-teacher, I got so much respect for the teachers. You don't understand how difficult it is to teach with no budget. So, to the intelligent people, if you really care for yourself, if you really care for your family, if you really care for our lovely country, I watched a YouTube video this morning about a tourist couple that spent 3 months in South Africa, and they were ecstatic about how great this country is. And they're not wrong. This is the best country in the world with the most ridiculous government. And then, of course, the bad part about this lovely country is the biggest collection of idiots on the planet vote for a party that doesn't care for them on election day. This is Ask Marius Anything. Please like and subscribe. Share this video. Give me a comment. Give me something to talk about. Give me something to investigate and feedback to you. Have an absolutely lovely day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.